It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A dangerous heat wave continues across portions of the southwest into California from the southern plains into the south. Heavy rains, flash flooding, and severe thunderstorms are possible over the next few days across portions of the plains, lower Missouri Valley, and middle to upper Mississippi Valley. Closer to home, now through the end of the week, we're going to see lower rain chances across with our high temperatures running just a few degrees above average. For the weekend, we'll continue to see warm temperatures with a chance for afternoon and evening showers. More of the same for the beginning of next week. We'll see daily afternoon and evening thunderstorm chances with high temperatures running a few degrees above average. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Combined, the South Fork and Salt fires are still hanging tight at 25,000 acres. South Fork is at 85% containment, Salt is 84%, with 608 personnel fighting those blazes. Ruidoso Mayor Lynn Crawford appeared on KRUI to speak on the status of the stores and supplies.
As far as the staples are concerned, both grocery stores are fully stocked and up and operational. We have fuel. There's no scarcity of that. Plenty of water. For those that are being reconnected, and Cherokee Village is a good example. It will take time for that to be standardized so that there isn't any cross-contamination. We have a very reliable and needed wellhead there that power has been restored to for that reason. Because we were using it and we were needing to continue it, even though it was offline for a bit.
Great news knowing how things are coming along. Officers with the Ruidoso Police Department responded to an apartment on Southers Drive around 7 a.m. yesterday. The response was for a report of a breaking in and entering. The report was made by Matthew Amesquita, a current Ruidoso police officer. When Amesquita reported for work yesterday, he was sent home to shave. So he went to Walmart to buy a razor. His credit card was then denied. Surveillance video showed that Amesquita left the store with a bag of items. He returned home, shaved, and left his apartment before realizing he needed his body camera still inside. This led Amesquita to kick in the door to his apartment. Amesquita admitted to kicking in the door. Ruidoso police arrested him while he was on duty for filing a false report. He was booked into the Lincoln County Detention Center. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is opening a disaster recovery center in Ruidoso to help folks restore their lives after the recent South Fork and Salt fires. It's going to be open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7, Sundays 10 to 6, and is located at 237 Service Road in Ruidoso at the Horton Complex. As we covered on Monday, in the town of Mescalero, an important part of the St. Joseph Apache Mission Church has gone missing. 2 art pieces, one of which is the famous Apache Christ. Several parishioners spoke with KDBC.
Work hard, do something.
Our way of life as Apache people goes side by side with the church. Our faith is continuous with the church.
This is the image of Christ as portrayed to the Apache people from Brother Robert Lentz.
First, I was like, it was, we thought it had been stolen.
Not stolen, just removed.
Just removed?
Yeah.
By who?
By Father Chudy and the Knights of Columbus and Oscar Padilla, our chief property risk manager.
What was the name again? I'm sorry.
No, so yes, it's removed.
Okay, but by whom is what I'm wondering.
By the pastor.
By the pastor. And he got people to sneak on to the reservation at night and go into the church?
Sneak onto the reservation at night and to come into the church, which is our property, yes.
Is it your property? Because it doesn't say anything in the...
It's in trust by the Catholic...
Missions, not
missions, yes.
Not Las Cruces diocese.
Yes.
But you're not Catholic Indian Missions.
Yes, we are. We are part of it's under the local authority of the local bishop.
That last little bit was a cell phone call between Anne-Marie Brillante and an unnamed deacon from her Facebook page. Now, when I initially covered the story on Monday, I was told the art had been restored. At this time, I need to correct that. As we have learned, the art is still in the possession of the diocese. Members of the St. Joseph Apache Mission Church are working hard to get those paintings back. We've invited a few of the folks involved to appear here, but so far no response. Yesterday, Richard Colthrap appeared on KRWG to speak on what's going on tomorrow through the weekend in the Alamogordo and surrounding areas. or rather what isn't going on.
A lot of people may have heard that the annual big display that the city of Alamogordo puts up at the Space Museum every year has been canceled. A lot of the firefighters from Alamogordo have worked the Ruidoso fire. They've been stretched real thin for several weeks now, and they just didn't want to put a risk of another fire that someone would have to deal with, so they decided to cancel it. The city commission was split on it. They voted 4-3, but you have to do it. Maybe you celebrate in the daytime on July 4th with the 10 a.m. Alamogordo 4th of July parade. Starts on Oregon Avenue and goes up 10th Street, the typical route. And then for Cloudcroft, up in the mountains where it's a little cooler, they're going to have their parade on Saturday, July 6th. At 2 p.m., it'll go down Burrow Avenue.
You can hear the interview in full by visiting krwg.org. The City of Alamogordo Water Utility announces new rates and fees for water, sewer, and reclaimed water services. You can see the details on the City of Alamogordo Facebook page. Well, today is Wednesday. It's time for This Week at Thrive. We go now to Stephanie Hale.
Hi, this is Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico. Thrive in Southern New Mexico brings together local nonprofits and resources to all of our Otero and Lincoln County residents. Each year, Thrive hosts the annual campaign to fund local nonprofit programs that help in education, health, and the well-being of our residents. Local nonprofits may apply for the Thrive in Southern New Mexico grant beginning this August 1st. Applications may be picked up at the Thrive office located at 1601 East 10th Street here in Alamogordo, or on our website, letsthrivnm.org. Applications will be accepted through September 27th. If selected, nonprofits will be invited to participate in the funds allocation process. Once the agency is chosen as a Thrive partner, they will receive free advertising on social media, radio and television ads, the Thrive website, and the annual Thrive Campaign magazine. Again, the Thrive grant application opens on August 1st and closes September 27th for the 2025 campaign. Selected recipients will receive funding in the year 2026. You can reach us at 575-437-8400 at 1601 10th Street in Alamogordo, or jump on our website, letsthrivnm.org. That's it for this week. I'm Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico, and I'll be back next week and every Wednesday right here on Crazy Radio.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Sunland Park Fire Department responded to a report of an unconscious man yesterday afternoon. First responders said the man was unconscious due to heat exposure. They used active cooling at the scene, then transported him to the hospital in serious condition. No other information has been released at this time. A civil lawsuit against the New Mexico Children, Youth, and Families Department involving a developmentally and intellectually delayed teen getting raped by her foster parents has been settled. The lawsuit claimed they put the girl with a known sexual predator. The victim's attorney, Kate Furlick.
Beginning when she was 14, J.H., an intellectually and developmentally delayed young woman, was continuously raped by Clarence Garcia for 16 months. While in his supposed care.
Clarence Garcia pled guilty to 7 sexual abuse charges as part of a plea deal in January of 2023.
How do you plead to the charge of criminal sexual contact of a minor in the 3rd degree, person in position of authority?
Guilty.
How do you plead to charge 3, criminal sexual contact of a minor in the 3rd degree, child under 13?
Guilty.
At sentencing, Judge Britt Baca decided that Garcia should avoid prison time as per his plea deal.
And I will fully suspend that sentence on the condition that you complete 5 to 20 years of supervised probation.
However, Garcia violated his probation and is now currently serving 3 years in state prison. Meanwhile, The victims filed lawsuits against the state and the nonprofit that placed the kids in Garcia's care. That organization was known as Family Works. Following a state investigation into the allegations, CYFD revoked Family Works' license, closing down that nonprofit. The victim was awarded $700,000. Damage from this past weekend's storms are being cleaned up. Residents in Donna Ana County are left picking up the pieces from what is left after they were hit by a severe storm. Resident Lisa Molina told KDBC that she's lived in her home for over 2 years since moving from Maine, and the amount of rain and hail she saw for what lasted around 10 minutes was nothing like she'd ever seen before.
There's this humongous tree out of the ground. We were like, what happened? We get in the house, and my brother-in-law goes, the tree in the front fell on my car.
Molina said luckily the tree did not land on her home because she doesn't have homeowner's insurance. She said a lot of other people did get it a lot worse. Tony Castro, another resident who lives just a few blocks away, said that she too was hit pretty bad by the storm. It damaged her sheds, her truck, and her camper.
Everything happened at one time, and it seemed to me like it was a tornado, like being inside of a tornado. It was scary. It really was scary.
Moving up north now, a Rio Rancho neighborhood is mourning the loss of a massive Joshua tree following Saturday's storm, which destroyed it.
We moved into this house in 1990, and we just referred to it as the Big Cactus. The house was built around 70, and we're the second owner. The previous owner, I assume, planted it in very early 70s.
Homeowner Rusty Dill speaking with KRQE.
Last week, I happened to look at it, 40 foot by 40 foot, 40 foot tall by 40 foot wide, and beautiful, evenly proportioned. And my guesstimate is this thing weighs 5,000 pounds.
A massive Joshua tree, which is part of the yucca family, was lifted and split into two, covering Dill's lawn. Yesterday morning, he started what's going to be a long cleanup process as he cuts the tree into pieces to eventually take to the dump. Dill says he's considering letting other people in the neighborhood take a piece to try and regrow so that more people can enjoy it. Mackenzie Sydow was crowned Miss New Mexico USA on Sunday in Cruces. She appeared on KOB.
It means that I get to represent my state in such a beautiful and courageous and confident way. I get to serve the people here in New Mexico and help those who are in need and just be an influence and an inspiration for the younger generation here in New Mexico.
Sydow earned Miss Uptown before earning the statewide crown. Sydow is a 22-year-old New Mexico native pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology and community health. She plans to pursue a master's degree, become a business owner, and dedicate her life to public service. Weather's next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. The 4th of July is almost here. The city of Alamogordo will not be having a fireworks display this year. Do you know what fireworks are allowed within the city limits of Alamogordo? The ordinance is pretty clear. Anything louder than a cap gun or higher than 10 feet is not allowed within the city limits. Our inspection division makes sure that all vendors selling fireworks within the city limits of Alamogordo only sell fireworks that are allowable by city ordinance. If you purchase fireworks outside of the city limits of Alamogordo, make sure that they comply with our ordinances. If you choose to shoot off fireworks, please make sure you do them in an area that's free of combustibles and in a safe manner. Alamogordo Fire Department wishes everybody a happy and safe 4th of July.
Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for partly sunny skies with a 60% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds gusting as high as 12 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting as high as 14. Your high today in the basin, 90. Low tonight of 73, high tomorrow 97 degrees. In Cloudcroft, partly cloudy skies today with an 80% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds gusting as high as 13 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a 40% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting as high as 11. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a 40% chance of showers and storms. New precipitation amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds gusting as high as 15. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 70. Low tonight of 55. High tomorrow, 77 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.